All right, so welcome back to the basketball video. This is part 2. All right, I'm going to have the diagrams here. We talk about the illegal defense rule. We talk about what teams are doing in the NBA. We're going to talk about solutions to this problem. We're going to talk about a change that I think would make the NBA better again. And it's a change to the three-point line, okay? So, here we go, and thanks for watching. All right, so here's my beautiful court I drew as a diagram. So we're going to talk about the illegal defense rule first, okay? Let's say Jordan had the ball here in the post, and here's Pippen, right? And then there are defenders where, you got one guy guarding here and the guy guarding Jordan over here is X. Now, this is fine. What happens is the illegal defense rule says the guy at the top playing on Pippen, if he were to go over here, now he's below the free throw line. Now he's not fully double teaming Jordan. He's not like fully over here, like completely on top of the other guy. He's a little further back, okay? He's over here. This is illegal because you're not really doubling on Jordan and you're not really guarding Pippen, who's at the top of the key. So right here, the NBA would blow the whistle and say illegal defense. Jordan gets a free throw because he has the ball, and then they continue and they get the ball again. Okay, so the rule is that the teammate, okay, the defensive players need to be up in Pippen's face, okay, on Jordan and on Pippen. And if you're not on Pippen, you have to be here. Okay, you have to be fully on defending, fully double teaming, or fully on your guy. So the way, eventually, when the league got rid of this, players were actually able to kind of hover. Defenders were actually able to kind of just hover anywhere. You know, they can play defense here, they can go here, they can go here, they can go here. They can kind of do whatever. You can't do illegal defense like in the paint. That's a whole nother thing. But you were kind of able to do whatever, go anywhere. And then it made it very difficult for people to score. So people down here with the ball, like a Jordan, like a Melo, like a Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, like these ISO really good and successful scorers, they weren't able to really score as well anymore because you had all these defenders that are so close by right here to help on defense, and then they're all be in your face. Okay, you're trying to score, you're down here trying to score. So the NBA is like, well, what are we going to do to help our ISO scorers, able to score again? So what they decided to do, they're like, well, to get appropriate amount of space, we need these defenders to actually stick by their man and play defense on them so they don't help and make it harder for other players to score. So what they did is they got really great three-point shooters. Okay, 3, 3, 3. So now you have all these teams. I got all these 3-point specialists, not specialists, but everybody on the floor today, almost everybody who's on the court can shoot reasonably, respectably well, where the defender needs to be close to them. Okay, sometimes you have one person, right? One person that can't really shoot a 3. So then that forces the defenders to stay close. Okay, it forces defenders to stay close. But what happens is if you have, I believe this is my eraser, right? If you have a great scorer, okay, down here somewhere, then he's going to have no problems taking on one defender. And as soon as he gets past his one defender, these guys are going to have to help. Okay, which means the ball now goes out to a 3-point shooter here and here. Okay, so, and because teams are making threes, that's your offense. That's all you have to do. That is your offense. Okay, all you have to do is get a bunch of 3-point shooters. Let me clear this out. A bunch of 3-point shooters in the league to help give you space. And the offenses now just really look like this. You got your one main player, then you have a teammate that comes over here, sets a pick. That's a horrible pick. That's a pick. Okay, and you put a shooter over here, you put a shooter over here, you put a shooter over here. And then what happens is this player right here, we'll put it in blue, what he's doing. He just goes this way. Okay. And if any of these defenders help, okay, this defender right? If any of these defenders help, this one goes here and helps this one, then they just pass the ball to the corner. Okay? Then all you do is pass the ball to this corner or this corner down here for a 3. Okay? And if a different guy helps, you pass it to the other guy. That's the offense, and it's absurd. Everybody's doing the same freaking offense. Okay? Now, to finish this video up, what is the solution to this problem? The solution is that we're taking so many threes and they're going in at a rate that makes a 2-point shot not valuable anymore. So we have to make the 2-point shot valuable. Here is my solution, the moment we've all been waiting for. Okay. This is what I would do. Okay. I would make a new 3-point line. Okay. You know what? Let me put those lines back. The new 3-point line is going to be in purple. The new 3-point line will be this. Okay. Hello? Okay. Can we do this? As soon as it starts, okay. That's the new 3-point line, people. Okay? The new 3-point line is this. All right? No more corner threes. No more short threes over here. This is gone. This is gone. Okay? This is your new oops. This is your new court. I've seen someone else suggest this, which was what's his name? Colin from Colin Cowherd from his radio show, TV show on Fox. So he recommended this. I think this is it. Okay. I think this is it. That's the 3-point line. Okay. This will make 2-point shots valuable again. Okay. Because the 3-point shot will no longer be going in at 40% or 35, 36, 40. And some people are shooting over 40%, 45%. It's absurd. Even LeBron now makes 40%. Why would you shoot any 2-pointers if you're making your threes at 40%? Do you understand that if you take 100 shots and you make 40 threes, okay, 100 threes, you make 40 of them, that's 120 points. Do you know what percentage you need to shoot from 2 to get 120 points? You have to make 60% of your 2s. That's absurd unless you're getting nothing but dunks and layups and a few jumpers. So the solution is you get the 3-point line further out, you make it more difficult so it's not as easy to make and you're not shooting these high percentages. You need to offset it and you need to bring it down. 3 should be going in at about 30 on average. They need to come down to about 30%. Okay, at 30%, it depends on how 2s come in. This is something I didn't really calculate too thoroughly, but I think if you're making, let's say you make 30% of your threes, you take 100, that's 3 times 3 is 90. Okay, and if you're taking 2s to get 90 points, you need to make 45% of your 2s. That's reasonable because jump shots from 2s are probably going in at about 40%. So if we can move the 3-point line far back enough where the average 3 goes in at 30% of the time, okay, and 2s go in, okay, what is this nonsense? 2s go in at, let's say, we'll make those brown. I haven't used green yet. If 2s go in at 45% in general, you would have to, I think that's what the number is. Whatever the 2s, you have to base this 3-point line off of what the average mid-range jump shot goes in at. Okay? So if the average 2-point shot, for example, goes in at 45% of the time, then the 3-point line needs to get moved far back enough to make these shots equal in a way, where the 3-point shot goes in on average 30% of the time. Therefore, the 3 is just as valuable as the 2, and this, like, what separates who takes them and what teams are doing, it depends on your players. If your players have 3-point specialists, you take threes. If your team has 2-point specialists, you take twos. Then it's not about, well, don't even bother taking twos because threes are more. You take the shots that your team can make at the best percentage. And right now the problem is that the teams are getting more points because the 3-point shot is more mathematically worth it. Okay. Obviously, the best shot, you still have your dunks and layups over here that go in at what? I don't know, like 80, 90% of the time. Okay. So that's good. You'll still have that. Anyway, I hope that's, I don't want to go on too much longer. Hope that made sense. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and talk to you later. Peace.